They have Alabama ranked number 1, which they was
As they
already
should
ranked
be.
number
Yep.
1. Georgia was number 5. They moved them up to number 2.
Nope. But we'll continue. I digress.
Ohio State was number 4. They moved them up to number 3.
Now, Ohio State, I'll give it. They should actually, if I was ranking, I would put Alabama, Ohio State number 2.
I will.
With the boss's view, you gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association.
All right, guys. Welcome to the YMA Nation podcast, Sports Talk Friday.
Yay. Sports talk time.
I don't even know why I'm clapping right now after all of the games.
This is just a weekend. Woo.
Yeah, so let's get into it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're on, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe, guys. Do it right now.
Yes. And
Takes
we
a
are
couple
getting
seconds.
we are getting so many new people on the podcast. You see, like in the comment section now.
Hello, all the new people. Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YMA Nation channel. Today is
Yes.
Sports Talk Friday. We got a lot of we got some ups and we got some downs. Man. I mean, where do we start off with? Let's start off with Clemson.
Look,
Let's start,
it was a
man.
very stressful Saturday, because it just was. It was like football was back. It was exciting. Fans in the stadium. I'm gonna make this short and sweet, right?
Short and sweet.
So I think that the fans being back in the stadium kind of threw some games because they weren't fans in the stadium last year. So now they were playing with like more noise, the crowd. And there's actually, okay, you can look that way, but I'm telling you,
I don't know if she in La La Land.
no, but seriously. So back to Clemson.
Back to Clemson.
I was very upset. Well, first of all,
Well,
I was very upset.
first of all, hold on 1 second.
With
1 second real quick. We are going to do our drawing during this episode. So you got to watch the episode to catch the drawing and see if you won. And we have so many new people in our drawing. Normally be like the main followers that see the podcast every week. But we have so many people. So in the middle of the podcast, we are going to do our drawing. That means, like, you know what they're going to do? They're going to try to slide through the time. But you got to watch the podcast to check our cash drawing.
yes, drawing time.
Drawing time. Not now. But go ahead. Let's hear what you was about to say about Clemson.
So I was disappointed.
Disappointed.
I was disappointed because there were no adjustments made. And I preached this all weekend because it happened with the high school game. It happened with the Clemson game. And to an extent, it happened with the Miami game.
We're not talking about Miami right now.
Well, that's the games that we featured
last week. Yeah.
But this is what I feel like. When you have a player and you see that for whatever reason, or players, they're not getting it. Like, I'm not saying that after 1 or 2 series, they're not getting it, pulling those players. But sometimes seeing the game from the outside looking in is a different perspective than when you're in the game. So, like with DJ, you could tell that he looked like a deer in headlights. Seriously. He played nothing like the last two, the games that he played. Now, I don't know if that has more to do with the movement that they had to make at the offensive line. They had to move the center over. There was a new center. They had a young left guard.
Yeah, because there was some bad snaps too, right?
Right. Then I was unaware until after the game had started that our 10-year running back, Lynn J. Dixon, was suspended for the first half of the game. He actually didn't even go into the game to the fourth quarter. And sometimes that makes a difference because your quarterback has confidence in that seniority for blocking. And Lynn J. Dixon came in the fourth quarter. He had a massive run. They walked up the field with the ball, which they had not been able to do the whole game. I'm not saying that one player made a difference, but he sparked something in the offense by what he was able to do when he got into the game.
Right. And there's like players that's you could just go back through the history. ETN, you could tell when he's in the game, was in the game. Right. Trevor Lawrence, you could tell so
like
it does make a difference.
You're going to have those people, and maybe DJ, maybe he felt more confident with Lynn J. Dixon because of his seniority, because of the blocking or, the different aspects that he brings to the table when he's in the game, that it could affect the confidence level of your quarterback. We don't know. I don't know why he was suspended. I think they would have said like he missed a team meeting or something. So it was like internal. But also.
Hold on. Before you move on from that, though, I want to make sure that if he was suspended, there was a reason, and whatever it was, for them to pull him out on like an important game like that, then it had to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Justified.
No, I'm not saying that it wasn't. What I'm saying is they didn't really release that he wasn't a part of the first half of the game. It kind of like came out.
You was asking like, where is he at? Yeah.
Right. It kind of like came out in message boards and stuff as the game was going on because on groups and message boards, people were asking the same thing. Like, where's Lynn J? You have a freshman running back in there. He's struggling. Not that he won't be great or isn't great. It's just they were in you watched a playoff game, the first game of the season. And I would like to remind people that Georgia didn't score a touchdown either. Their defense scored a touchdown.
Right.
But the Georgia offense was held to 3 points as well.
Yeah. The Clemson defense did their job.
Right. So I know we're going to get to the rankings, but how are you going to justify putting Georgia at number 2 when they didn't score a touchdown? They did not score an offensive touchdown in that game.
What do you feel? Where do you feel Georgia should be at right now?
I would say that Georgia should probably be like 4 and Clemson 5. They should be right behind one another. I mean, it was literally a 10-3 game. Like, they should literally be right behind one another. It was a great game. It was a great defensive game.
You think that Clemson should be above Oklahoma?
No, what I'm saying is Oklahoma almost got beat by Tulane. Like, Tulane. You almost got beat by Tulane. You should not be number 4. You should not be. Oklahoma gave us nothing that indicated that their defense is any better than it was last year.
Let's see your feedback down in the comment section. I'm interested in seeing what everybody's feedback is.
Looked like they were above the rest on Saturday.
Here we go. Who was that?
Alabama. I don't like to say it either because I'm not an Alabama fan. I'm a Clemson fan. So, but what I'm saying is I don't think that Miami's defense is comparative to that of Georgia and Clemson's defense. Mm-hmm. So I think when Alabama does face a defense like that, then you could see the problems that Clemson and Georgia's offenses saw facing one another.
Right.
I think that I think that you witnessed the number 1 and the number 2 defenses in the nation. That's what I think that you saw on Saturday. I don't think that the offense. of those two teams are that bad. I think the defenses are that good.
I don't know. Clemson did not perform well on the
I'm
offensive
not
side.
saying they didn't.
Neither team, I feel, performed well.
Right. I think
on the
both
offensive side.
teams underperformed on offense, but I think they underperformed because of the complications that the defenses caused them. There were some areas of opportunities on both sides, but I think that those are two elite defenses, and they're going to cause a lot of teams problems.
Georgia,
moving
we knew
forward.
Georgia was going to have a strong side.
Yeah,
but it's interesting. I definitely did not expect the game to be so close for one, and two,
so low scoring.
and that's exactly what I was about to say. Like that was
no analyst did. If you look at all the score predictions, they were at least like 27, 24-27, 31-35.
I can't believe any team held Clemson to 3 points though. That was just I don't care how good. I mean, even against Alabama, like holding Clemson to 3 points, that was.
I mean, but I think that goes to show you when you lose the key pieces.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is we just talked about that last week, and we talked about all the key players. Alabama lost, and look how they came out and performed. So,
either Alabama's that good or Miami's that bad.
I don't think Miami's that bad. Miami played the national champions of the previous year that came back under Nick Saban and played strong. Nick Saban, as of last week, as of that game they just won, this made under him, he have not lost a season opener. So he's 11-0 under like that very first game.
Right.
But I'm just saying overall as a team. So let's talk about the team. So you say the defense of Miami, but if you look at Bryce Young, he was already forecast to be a good player, and he came out, and it doesn't matter how. I ain't gonna say sorry. I think that's a bad word to say sorry, but underperforming Miami did. Bryce Young was putting that ball there. Like I'm talking about like up 40 yards, 50 yards. He was putting that ball right where it needed to be.
This is my thought. I think that I'm going to go to Clemson and I'm going to come back to Miami.
Mm-hmm. Well, we talked about Clemson. We're on Miami now. It correlates?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that the coaching staff for both are part to blame for what happened to them. Okay.
I would say that for Manny Diaz, but let's hear Clemson side.
Because they should have pulled DJ, like let him come back after halftime, and if he was still making the same mental errors and still not performing, they should have put the other quarterback in. And I'm going to allude to why in just a second. Okay. Miami, I told you
Derrick King was going to play nervous.
Yeah, he did. And then he got hit, and then he got hurt. Not hurt.
Yeah, he was
limping
off the field. But he came right back out and played, though.
It's all mental. Yeah. It's all mental. What you have to do at that point in time is you have to say, you know what? Especially Miami was down, right? I have to save face and let me at least put my backup quarterback in and let Derrick King take a break, right? DJ, they should have pulled him and put the backup quarterback in, even if it was for a series or two series, so that DJ could see what the defense is doing to the offense from an outside perspective. Because what happened is during the Florida State Notre Dame game, which if y'all missed that game, you missed a game. That was a really good game.
Yep.
The starting quarterback got tackled, lost his helmet. They're in the fourth quarter, okay? Backup quarterback comes in. Don't know if you read the story on the backup quarterback or not, but he used to play for Central Florida. He got a knee injury and had 3 knee surgeries. They thought he would never play football again.
Wow.
And his surgeon was at the game because he said, if he plays, I want to see it with my own 2 eyes. Predicted to never play another snap of football. transferred to Florida State. He went in the game and sparked the offense. They went on an 18-0 run in the fourth quarter and went into overtime. He led them back from 18 points down to go into overtime in that game.
I just said that, like, one player can bring that spark. It's like if you seen that movie Transformers when there was no Optimus Prime. And then the Transformers, like, they was lost, like they hiding out at junkyards and they didn't know what to do. And then boom, here come Optimus Prime back and bringing that spark, and now everybody fighting again against the Decepticons. Yeah. Sometimes
no, but I'm just saying, sometimes you have to like maneuver and make adjustments, and
that throws off the defense too.
Right. And sometimes it does. It takes that one change or changing some things around. And so I think that's where the coaching staffs have to say, you know, I want to stick with this person. I want to stick with this person. Well, you know, sometimes those decisions are what caused, and the play calling for Clemson was atrocious. They never established a run.
I started off checking it every other week, just like most people do. Then it got out of control. I couldn't help myself. I started checking it day after day after day. I didn't realize that I was becoming addicted until my wife said something.
What did she say?
She said, "It's just a credit score, relax."
Are you checking your credit score?
Huh? Hold on.
I think with Miami,
it was late. Yeah,
it was late.
Yeah,
but it was after they put Lynn J. Dixon in. But I think with Miami, I think that the offense couldn't stay on the field long enough to give the defense a break, and eventually the defense just got tired.
Yeah. I said that like at the beginning of the second quarter.
Yeah.
I was like, man, them boys getting wore out.
Wore out. The defense was tired, and then once you tire out the defense, then, of course, the opposing offense is going to score points.
They scored 17 points in the second quarter. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't know how Miami is going to come back after, like, halftime.
Right.
When I seen the score at halftime, I was like, the way they're performing right now, I just don't see it. Like, not even coming back. I was actually, to be honest, I was surprised they got the 13 points. I did not. I was just like, man, this team. And I was so confident when you was reading all like the blogs and everybody online, the predictions online, they just had them like, because they got a senior team. So, but again, they played Alabama though. They played the strongest team in the NCAA.
And the coach should have made adjustments.
Yeah. But what'll be interesting to see is how they continue to perform over the next few weeks.
And I posted this too. I posted this on my social media. I said, I really, truly believe the first week of football told us nothing about what the football season is going to look like. I really believe that. The first week told us nothing.
They had all the strong teams against each other.
I think it showed us nothing for what it's going to be. There's a lot of these bigger teams playing the smaller teams this year. Not saying there's never an upset, but I'm just saying they're going to get a break. They're going to get to really go out and play around with their offenses and things like that. And then continue to, play in conference games and build up confidence that way. So, on both sides, Miami has room to improve. Clemson, of course, has room to improve. I think there's a lot of teams that have room to improve, and as long as you continue to try to find those ways and say, you know what, this is our areas of opportunity, let's fix it now in the beginning of the season. I mean, we have a whole season of football. This dictates nothing as to what's going to happen.
Well, I hope there are a lot of corrections made on a lot of teams. So right now, they have Alabama ranked number 1, which they were already ranked number 1. Georgia was number 5. They moved them up to number 2.
Nope. But we'll continue. I digress.
Ohio State was number 4. They moved them up to number 3.
Now, Ohio State, I'll give it. They should actually, if I was ranking, I would put Alabama, Ohio State number 2.
I would put Ohio State at number 2.
Number 2.
Yo, Ohio State had a good game. They scored 45 points.
Yeah.
45 points
Ohio
against
State had a really good
Minnesota.
game.
But they defense
it was
couldn't hold
close.
Minnesota,
Yeah,
though.
it was close, and then Ohio State kind of pulled away.
But still, they gave up 31 points.
Yeah.
And then they have Oklahoma. They moved from number 2 to number 4. And you know, they played that smaller team, and they gave up 35 points.
Right.
So it's going to be a problem when they play against some powerhouses.
Right. I agree.
Texas A&M moved up from number 6 to number 5, and they moved Clemson from number 3 to number 6.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Miami went from number 14 to number 22. So
See, and that doesn't make sense to me either, because if you have a team, you have them ranked number 13, you said?
14.
14. They played the number 1 team, right? Now, you want that game to be competitive. I mean, you do. You want the game to be competitive, right? But I didn't go through like the whole top 25, so I can't do like all the ins and outs. Look, there was a lot of close games. There was a lot of close games between a lot of teams ranked higher than that, with teams ranked lower than that. So I don't think that I would drop Miami down that low. But Miami's going to have to just work their way back up.
Yeah, it's interesting, but we'll see how the season continues to go. Let's get this drawing going.
All right. He's starting to move it. I draw. He starts the music.
We normally draw 4 people, right, for $25 each.
Yep.
But we have so many people. Our subscribers are up to like 2,400 right now. So instead of drawing 4 winners and each one win 25, to give everyone an equal chance at winning, we're going to draw 8 winners for $25 each. All right, let's go. We got 1 winner. First winner is Eric Henderson. And these people are in the drawing because they hashtag throughout August YMA Nation in the comment section. So make sure you hashtag YMA Nation down in the comment section. The next winner is Tiffany Smith.
I did 2 rounds of applause.
2 rounds of applause. Our third winner is Tiffany Smith. That means that throughout all the episodes, if she hashtag YMA Nation in each episode, that means that she had the chance to win 16 times. Also, on our Facebook page, if you go on our Facebook page to YMA Nation and you share, like, and hashtag YMA Nation on our Facebook page, your name goes in the drawing too. So these people are from YouTube. You need 4 more.
You didn't call out the last name.
I didn't call out the last name.
No.
Kennedy Collins. Kennedy Collins. That's a new one. Congratulations. Thank you for joining the YMA Nation family. Our next winner is number 5, Jackie Faison. Jackie Faison, congratulations. Our next winner is Carissa Talia. Congratulations, Carissa Talia. 2, 4, 6. We got 2 more. 2 more winners. 2 more winners. Dwight Rice. Congratulations, Dwight Rice. And our last winner is Tina Riley. Tina Riley. You know who I'm surprised we did not see? Ashley Galloway.
I know, right?
So when they was getting the names together, she had to have like, I don't even know, like 30 or 40. But it's so many, it's like hundreds of people in there now. So I guess as we continue to grow, I mean, we did take it from 4 to 8.
Yep.
But man, matter of fact,
congratulations, everyone.
Remember it used to be the Ashleys.
Yep.
The Ashleys used to dominate and win. Ashley Conrad, Ashley Galloway, and who was the other Ashley? Was it 3 Ashleys? Well, we're out of here, guys. We have 8 winners. Congratulations to all of our winners. You guys each will win $25 each. If you are new on our episode, make sure you comment down in the comment section that, hey, I won. Or you can email us at info@YMANation.com. YMANATION.com. And all you have to do is just say I won, and we will get your information. We will send you your $25 Visa Cash card. If it's your first time on, you're like, hey, I want to win some free cash. Like someone won twice, right? Tiffany Smith, she won twice. So if you want to say I want to win some free cash, make sure down in the comment section you hashtag YMA Nation on our Facebook page, YMA Nation Facebook page. Share the video. For each thing that you do on Facebook, your name goes in the drawing. So when you share, your name goes in the drawing. When you like, your name goes in the drawing. And when you comment YMA Nation, your name goes in the drawing. So we'll see you guys on Monday for Wealth Building Monday.
With the boss's view, you gotta sacrifice. You wanna move like bosses move.
YMA, Young Millionaires Association. Yeah, see, that's the association. Joe.